What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome back to more Pokemon Gaia. In the last episode, we defeated Nina, the third gym leader in Windmist City, to get our third gym badge here in the Orptus region. And then we came back here to Eris City with Professor Redwood, who gave us the ticket for the SS Wake so that we can go to Sabulo Island to see what the new elders are up to as they're trying to chase down and capture Regirock. If you remember, we also got the bike voucher in the last episode, so I'm going to go ahead and redeem that here and get ourselves the bike. And it's the exact same dialogue as in Fire Red, where he just creams his pants at the side of the bike voucher and then gives us a free $1 million price tag bike for no charge. So went ahead and do that. Also off camera, I went and dropped Meditite off at the daycare center. I'm pretty sold on using it as a team member, but again, since we're in the earlier part of the game, we've already got 3 main team members that we're using. Zubat's one that I want to keep in the party just to keep its happiness level up, as well as get it some experience. So I didn't want to really, have 5 team members that we're trying to train. As you've seen, at points in this game, the levels can kind of jump up, so it's going to be hard to try to keep pace with the levels while trying to raise 4 or 5 Pokemon. Obviously there's level grinding that I can do, but I try to do that as little as possible. So I went ahead and dropped off Meditite at the daycare, and I switched around its move order. That way it doesn't forget one of our better moves while in the daycare. I looked it up, and the next move it learns as of Gen 6 is Mind Reader at level 25. So I put Detect at the top of its moveset so that if it does learn Mind Reader, it will forget Detect instead of Confusion, Calm Mind, or Force Palm. So with all that out of the way, and as you saw there, we have some, buffer Pokemon here with Mienfoo and Flabebe for the time being. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. The SS Wake isn't with the battle kill the time. What do you say, Small Fry? Okay, so we get to start off here with a trainer battle against one of the sailors while we await the SS Wake to arrive. And as we kind of figured, he's going to have a water type, and this is a water flying, so perfect for our boy Joltik here. I don't have the experience share on anyone. Honestly, is Mantine water flying? I might be tripping, but I'm pretty sure it is. I know Mantine has really good defenses, so I'm not super surprised that didn't one-shot. But yeah. Anyway, I'll probably switch train Zubat a little bit just to get, some experience there for Zubat, as well as raise the happiness from appearing in battle. That was a great battle, young Fry. And right on time, the SS Wake has arrived. You want to set sail for Sabulo Island? Yes, I do. I should have checked how my items are looking before I did that, but I'm guessing if this is like a island with a whole port, it's probably going to have a Pokemon Mart. Yeah, there's a Pokemon Center, and usually the Isle of Potential. Usually the Pokemon Centers come with a Pokemon Mart near them. Let's go ahead and talk to some NPCs, see do you want to battle? Your expression looks like you don't want to. I'll do anything. If you want to hand over my prize fishing rod, what do you say? Sure! Okay, this is kind of cool. We get a NPC battle here in someone's house. You're gonna have I was about to say Magikarp, but then I saw Basculin, so I was about to say Masculine. Basculin, a Gen 5 Pokemon that give out a lot of experience. That really hurt. Thankfully, Joltik survived, so we can at least get off a Shockwave. And I'm going to go ahead and switch to not Torterra yet. Grottle. This will be a good opportunity for Grottle to get some experience since hasn't really gotten a ton of love lately. Now that we at least have Mega Drain, we have a special type move that recovers HP that's a lot more powerful than Absorb. So I feel like Grotto will be a little bit more useful in battle. Not that it's been non-useful, but obviously just with the matchup with Fire type gym, even if it would have been Ice like I was originally anticipating, we wouldn't really have offered much with Grotto. But hopefully the upcoming gym, maybe we'll get like a water type gym or something like that where Grottle can start to get more into the fold. Either way, he's going to get a level here, so Go ahead and take out this Lombre with Razor Leaf. There we go, level 28. And if I'd have known this was a battle, I would have put freaking Zubat out front, but it is what it is. Rain Dance, so that's going to make Cast Form a water type. And that plays right into our hand right here. Not a very smart move from the Fisherman. And we get a one-hit KO. Very nice. Alright, Ruben. My fishing rod! Guys, she's saying it like we're taking his only fishing rod. Take my good rod then. Yes. Do I want to take your good rod? Pause, buddy. I'm like 11. My man and my word, but my life will be dull without fishing. You can just go buy another one, guy. Like, don't be so depressed. What do you got to say? I think if I want to set sail to Balloon Town, I need HM Surf. Is that foreshadowing? Are we going to get the HM for Surf? Well, we just got a good rod, so, you know, water types are more in play now. And that's something I have mentioned, is really the thing I want to add most to the team next, is a water type. You know, especially if Zubat and Metatype become full-time team members, we only have one slot in the party left. Have you tried looking for shards? Okay, we can learn special moves if we trade in... Oh, Mega Ring, so there we go. This ROM hack seems to have mechanics up to Gen 6. We get Mega Evolutions seemingly in this game. Sabalo Tower, I'm guessing that's where we need to go for our pursuit of the new Elders. What do you guys say? Only those well-versed in the way of the world are permitted entry into Sabalo Cave. Leave! Okay, maybe that's like the equivalent of reward strength to show promise of Mega Ring. The keystone in a Mega Ring holds peculiar power. Maybe that cave is like the equivalent of Cerulean Cave. Belle is so beautiful. Broke my spoon. How's it gonna happen? Have it, I guess. Twisted Spoon! Awesome. We can give that to Metatype once we're done with him being in the daycare, which we'll probably get through Sabalo Island, and I'm gonna assume there's a gym here. Maybe not. Maybe it's just that, okay, I know they said something about the Reliquia Ruins is where the new Elders were going. Get a star piece there, so we can sell that for some cash money. Look at this guy. He's got a freaking Charizard hat on. And he's got 17 Swablu. Good for you, guy. A Wingull. Level 27. Wow. Just out of curiosity, I want to see how much experience we get from this. And, you know, I'll take an extra level. For Joltik here, why not? Just want to see, like... Because, again, we have a lot of team members. 246, that's not very good, but... Slash, that is a solid move. I haven't really been using Screech a whole lot lately. You know, once we get into a later part of the game, you don't do a ton of, like, you know, status lowering moves, I feel like. Or at least you're less prone to. And if I change my mind in the future, I can always switch it back once we find the move deleter. Welcome to Sabalo Island. Prepare to get destroyed. So it looks like there's a couple ways to get to Sabalo Island. You can probably surf here or take the SS Wake like we just did. Poliwhirl, so this is just going to be a switch train here for Zubat. Just to start getting him some experience and also, you know, help raise that happiness a little bit so that eventually we can get our good old Crobat. And not quite a one-hit KO, but right there. Alright, no paralysis, thank you. And we get a needless critical. Alright, what else do you got for me? A Vaporeon, okay. I'm gonna start with a Mega Drain here. And let's see how much damage this does. Not a ton. I'd like to soften it up a little bit more before I switch to Zubat to get the experience. Or Aurora Beam, jeez. Okay, well if we get taken out by this, then we can just switch. Okay, that was a critical. That's and of course we miss. The rain stopped. I'm not even gonna bother. Vaporeon can just take out Grottle and we'll at least get Zubat in there for some experience. But I'm gonna switch to Joltik. I'm guessing he's gonna use Aurora Beam. Yep. This shouldn't do too much. Okay, I guess we'll never know, but I was using Thunder Wave because I wasn't sure if we'd be able to outspeed the Vaporeon. Let's go for Shockwave. Even if it takes us out with Aurora Beam, I'll switch into Litleo, and you know, we can use Headbutt and stuff. Alright, this damn Vaporeon's giving us our money's worth here on Sabalo Island. Alright, Litleo, I need you to survive one Water Pulse here. Okay, that was a crit. I mean, Vaporeon is pretty good defensively, so I'm not too surprised by that. And he does survive the Water Pulse. That would happen. That would happen. And Quick Attack. Alright, don't headbutt yourself. I don't even know how the fuck that's possible. There you go. Very nice. That was a kind of a messy battle, but we get a level up out of it, so very nice there for Zubat. Defeated Picnicker Joanna. Alright, so it looks like there's nothing really out here besides some patches of grass for wild Pokemon. I'm going to stop at the Pokemon Mart and sell that star piece. And see if we can buy some more heals and stuff. 4,900 bucks, thank you. And let me get some super potions off you, my guy. Let's go 10 super potions. And do you have full heals? You do. I will take 2 full heals. And we're down to 56 smackers, so we'll have to start making some money off of some new Elder Grunts here soon. Let's go ahead and heal up real quick. Then I guess we're supposed to head to Sabalo Tower. Alright. Was that the Cinnabar Island theme? Shit's awesome. Hey champ, welcome to Sabalo Tower. If you can climb to the top 2 and defeat Successor Bell, you'll get a Mega Reen. Quite the prize. Okay. Let me leave. I just want to make sure this is what we're supposed to be doing, because I thought we were coming here to track down the new Elders, and we can't go that way. We don't have the HM for Surf, so we can't go anywhere else. Like, this sign says Air City Reliquia Ruins are up ahead, but we don't have the HM for Surf to get there. Electrike, one of our Pokemon Emerald team members. Unless I'm being completely forgetful that we got the HM for Surf, but even if we did, I don't have any water types, so yeah, I'm guessing we're supposed to go to that tower. Alright. It has the freaking Elite Four theme, so it's a little intimidating walking into, but I guess let's go ahead and head in there. And welcome, young one. I shall be your first challenge. Let's begin. I guess we'll get to see what kind of levels we're going up against here. I guess you could consider this like their equivalent of a gym. Okay, level 27, yeah. Well, this might be kind of a challenge. I'm not sure if I'll be able to beat some of these on the first go around, but let's find out. So anyway, let's get right into it. At the very least, we're about to get a shit ton of experience from, you know, this tower. If it takes us multiple tries, it is what it is. Alright, I might... Okay, Diggersby. Jeez, level 29. I might be better off, instead of switch training, just, you know, putting the experience share on our boy Zubat, taking the Soothe Bell off, just for the time being. We'll see. Just, again, if we're going up against near level 30 Pokemon, I don't have any Pokemon at that level yet. I don't want to put ourselves in like a precarious position just trying to switch train, so, you know, we shall see, I suppose. Grottle gets a level up, so he is our closest to level 30 right now. Teddy Ursa. Let's just keep going for Razor Leaf. Thank you for that. Honestly, Paralysis is like the least annoying status infliction to deal with, so of course, as I say that, we're going to be paralyzed next turn. I'm calling it now. $717 experience, that's pretty good. Herdier, okay. Gets an Intimidate off. Go for Mega Drain, I guess. Takedown, that's going to hurt a decent amount. What'd that do? 23, so let's see how much this heals us. That was a critical. We're going to have enough to attack again, but... Okay, he misses. Very nice. Alright, I'm going to need another critical to even... Oh, well, I didn't say take a critical. I meant we needed a critical in order to win. But, you know, I guess you can do that too. My biggest fear here is that we're not going to outspeed the Herdier. And we do. Way to be, Litleo. So I wonder if this is going to be one of those things where if we leave, it resets our challenge. Because I don't want to start using revives, especially if we're going to be climbing up a continuous tower. And I assume at the top is a boss battle, so I really don't feel like using revives right now. So hopefully it's a case where we can leave and heal up and come back and our progress isn't reset. We shall find that out here. Alright, cool. So we can just carry on. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and swap the Soothe Bell with the experience share. I just don't feel like switch training right now, especially as we're going up against more powerful Pokemon. Get more of our viable players up front. Your effort has been valiant, but it ends here. I've literally fought one person so far. Lady. Okay, they all have 5 Pokemon, which is... Or not 5, 4. Alright, thank you, Cut, for being bug type now. If I'm not mistaken, Joltik in this game evolves at level 28 instead of 36 or 37 like it does normally. So we might get fairly close to a evolution here. Okay. Poison powder, that's not terrible. If you were here for the Pokemon Glazed main story LP, one of the gym leaders had a Jumpluff, and it was literally the most annoying fucking thing I've ever faced. I can't really tell which is doing more damage, Cut or Shockwave, so we'll just go for Cut, I suppose. Fairy Wind. Alright, Joltik's gonna go down the poison after this, unfortunately. And Zubat gets a level up, that's good. I can't remember what level it turns into Golbat at, but I'd imagine it's somewhat soon. This person has a lot less imposing Pokemon than the last guy, so Sucker Punch. Alright, we'll get a level up for Litleo here. So Litleo's climbing up towards level 30. And okay, so this person had all grass types. Grovyle, our Generation 3 starter. Alright. And we defeated Expert Maya. I underestimated you. And it is level 22. Okay, I thought it was 22 or 24. Wonderful. So Zubat is going to evolve here into Golbat, and that'll make him much more viable in battle here, even though we're still a little bit under-leveled, so I'd like to keep the experience share on him for a little bit longer. Maybe till like level 25, and then we'll pop the Soothe-Bell back on him so that, you know, hopefully we can get it to a Crobat here not long. Or not long from now, I should say. I'm going to heal one more time, and then we'll go up the next flight of stairs, but honestly, if it's another trainer battle, I might end this off here and save the ending of Sabalu Tower for the start of the next episode, because we're already approaching close to 25 minutes, and yeah, I don't want to take too long when it's just battling NPC trainers, but let's just see. Okay, yeah, it looks like another trainer. I think this is a good stopping point, honestly. We got, you know, our evolution for Golbat, so I'm going to end this off here. And in the next episode, we'll pick up right here towards the end of Sabalu Tower. We'll, you know, evidently get up to and possibly fight Belle, I believe her name was, and maybe get a Mega Ring, and then see where that leads us in our pursuit of the new Elders. Alright, so that'll do it for this part. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for more Pokemon Gaia when we finish up here at the Sabalu Tower. Goodbye.